Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. In this video, I've got your gameplay for the Panzer IV F2. This is a currently rank 2 battle rating 3.3 medium tank in the German ground tech tree, and this is one of the most popular Panzer IVs in the entire game because it sees the introduction of the long 75mm cannon. This thing is an absolute beast at this BR with the Panzergranate 39, which goes through about 140mm of armor and has explosive filler. And even for the tougher shells to crack, you have Pz.IVJ, which is an APCR shell and is fantastic. Now this is pretty much just a Panzer IV F1 except with a better cannon. So as you can see, this has the long 75, whereas the Panzer IV F1 has the short 75, which can really only fire heat, and heat is not itself very effective. It does have APCVC, but that is even less effective than the heat. So that being said, I want to get into a few matches here. Check this thing out. I do have a few, currently I do actually have a stock Spaded. If you guys didn't know about the Panzer IVJ, it's an often rejected vehicle, but if you guys do want to check that out, definitely I would recommend it, because I go over whether or not that thing is actually worth grinding, and in the future I may even do one on the Panzer IV G, because I do also have this thing fully spaded, if I'm not mistaken, and I do. So I said, let's get into a few matches, have a good time, but man, oh man, I love having a big gun, even if it means having a little bit less armor. Let's get into it. So in my opinion, just pound for pound, just relative to BR, this might be the best Panzer IV currently in War Thunder, and I think probably for me, like, the main reason for that, okay, let's see if I can line this dude up for a shot. What was that, like an M3? M5? But this might be one of the best vehicles in War Thunder relative to BR, because it has really just, I mean, obviously it's not got good armor at all, but it does have an excellent cannon. I mean, arguably the best cannon at this BR. Like, versions of this cannon are used on the German KV-1. And, I mean, it is just phenomenal. And the performance, it just, I mean, it's so good. It's so easily up-tierable. You can be in a full up-tier and still do pretty well. Now, the other parts of this vehicle are where it suffers. And ultimately, the Panzer IV, you know, you have a lot of people be like, oh, well, why didn't Germany just make Panzer IVs throughout the entirety of World War II, and, you know, and instead of Panther tanks, because they cost a lot less. The problem was Panzer IVs weren't fantastic. They had a lot of issues. They had very thin armor, for one. They were pretty much at the end of their tooth, so to speak, by the end of the war, in terms of upgradability. They had really nothing left that they could do. And it kind of shows, even in War Thunder. That's why you don't really see Panthers, or Panzer IV rather, beyond the BRs in which they currently are. Is that an enemy? It was. Ooh, it is. I hit him in a soft spot. Nice, got that engine. Hopefully you can't see me. And got the kill. There might be some other jabronis over here. Just gotta fire right there. Okay, no hits. One of the biggest problems with this right now is just that I am very much exposed. Okay, we have ourselves numerous enemies. Got the commander and loader. It looks like there might be some down there. That's not good. Oh, whoa, no pen. No pen. Woo! Got lucky. These guys do not know I'm here, I guess? That's not good. I know that's a char on the left. But I mean, like, this thing, just, like, look at this fantastic rate of fire. I mean, it's not absolutely incredible. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's a char. Okay. Perfect. Okay, we already got someone on the C point. We are in a total up tier. So I am hoping it's nothing too bad. There he is. That was a Locust. So I'm going to drop smoke. Hopefully I can make him kind of question, you know, where I am, because there's a whole lot of tanks here. Whoa, buddy. What is this fella doing? Okay, I'm gonna try to help this guy. Why is my gun not... I don't even know what's going on, man. Oh, we have an enemy? Perfect. Got the cannon breach driver. All that jazz. And there's my buddy right there. None too shabby. It's one of the great things about this vehicle is that it can be in an up tier. No problem at all. Got the kill. Got someone over there. He knows I'm here. Oh, good, I got the gunner, but he's still firing on me. Is that an M3? No, that's a Ram. Okay, I don't know what the heck that guy was just doing. No damage, of course, I don't know what I was just doing. Ooh, we've got a big boy here. Just fire, fire, fire. Thank goodness. Woo! This guy saved my rear end. Thank you, Russian man. Oh, we have an enemy. Enemy, enemy, enemy. Can I pull this thing up in time? I can. Holy guacamole. The vertical drive, yeah, pretty much everything in this thing is damaged, which sucks. Like, I'd rather have something be destroyed than damaged, because unless it's really, like, heavily damaged, it's not going to be something that you can repair, which, of course, is bad. Because then you have a slow vehicle, one that doesn't respond properly, and that all sucks. So I've got this Panzer IV L, it looks like, that needs some help. Yes, I do. There's two of them. Got a single kill. And we have another guy back there. I am destroying his crew. Got the kill! Very, very nice. What is it? 7 kills, 2 assists, and a base cap. Hopefully turning into a second base cap. All with a severely hamstringed Panzer IV F2. Ausführung. Is it Ausführung? Ferung? Something like that. Anywho, thus far not too bad. First match I got like, what, 3 or 4 kills. Second match here, gotten like 7 kills. But, you know, ultimately I'm also facing a lot of lower BR players. You know, it is what it is. This guy's saying thanks. I'm not even responding. Love you, rabbits. Anyways, let's get into probably one final match, but man, oh man, like I said, as I predicted, this vehicle is a beast and a half. I love it. Let's get into it. Correct me if I'm saying this incorrectly, especially if you guys speak German, but the Panzer IV F2, right? Is that kind of how you say it? I hope so. Anyways, this vehicle is... I love it. I personally love it because it's pretty much like an early World War II, pre-World War II design with the F. The F, D, C, all those things, they weren't really so insanely different from each other. It's not until you start getting into World War II and their variants did you start seeing pretty major differences in armor and general capability. And this is kind of like where that starts, like, right? Like most people, when they think of a Panzer IV, they think of the big gun Panzer IV. And this is, if I'm not mistaken, the first variant of it. Of like the big gun Panzer IVs. And it's just fantastic in that regard. I absolutely love it because it's got no frills. This thing has no additional side skirts, no thicker armor. Of course, it does have the additional armor plating, the track armor on the front, which is cool. I mean, it doesn't really do much. But that's really it. You know, that's not even exclusive to this vehicle in particular. It's just kind of a Panzer IV thing. And it's just so great in that regard because I think all Panzer IVs share, what, like the same armor, if I'm not mistaken? Or not the same armor, but the same engine, rather. And so because of that, they all pretty much have 300 horsepower. Which means that once you start, you know, putting more weight onto it in the form of side skirts in the form of additional armor plating, whatever, right? Doodads here and there, you really start to slow this thing down. So this thing has around a 14 to 15 horsepower per ton power to weight ratio, which isn't fantastic, but it's also not bad. And one can make an argument that the mobility of this vehicle is one of the things that really makes it special, because with the exception of, I think, like 1 or 2 Panzer IV variants, they all have pretty much the same exact cannon, same armor, same everything, right? Like, there's 1 or 2 variants of the long gun Panzer IV that have slightly more pen, if I'm not mistaken, like 143 millimeters, as opposed to 100, okay, as opposed, ooh, that was a KV-1 no less, as opposed to like 137, so it's not even all that much. It's just a very modest difference. So you're not really getting much more with those slightly better cannons, which is great, because again, I mean, like, this thing, regardless of the cannon that you have, the specific cannon, this thing is just so incredibly up-tierable because of that. And you know, if your armor's gonna be penned anyways, why does it matter if you have more and more armor? May as well just have less armor and more mobility in that regard. I mean, that's kind of like how the Leopard looked at it. Got him! Very nice. I was hoping I could get him on the move, and I did. Okay, we got someone else over here. Got that kill. M24. Now, this guy must know I'm here. He must have slid a little bit up. So long as he doesn't have... Like, I may be able to actually set him on fire again with any luck. Got the kill. It was only a BT-7. That's unfortunate. I mean, it's still fortunate because I got a kill. But overall, again, I mean, this thing is just phenomenal. Plus, it has the explosive filler, which is great. I mean, insofar as ballistics are concerned, this is one of the best vehicles, one of the best cannons, really, around this BR that you can have, in my opinion. But unfortunately, also, last night when I was finishing up recording for this video, I had actually completely finished it up, and my software died. It just stopped recording. It, like, corrupted the file or something. And so, like, I had like a 7-kill match, something like that, and it just didn't work. So hopefully this match can be pretty good. It's turning out okay. I've got 5 kills. You know, I had like 1 kill and an assist before this part, which is okay. This guy almost definitely sees me. Maybe not. No pen. That's unfortunate. And now he knows I'm here. Okay, we have an enemy back there. Got the kill. It was only an M2. But a kill is a kill is a kill is a kill. I'm wondering where this KV-2 is. That may be him right there. Okay, we have ourselves some sort of a vehicle. Gonna wait a little bit. Got a kill. Very fun. Doing quite well here, as a matter. Okay, I finally died. Either way, thanks so much for watching. Of course, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. I'd love to know your opinions, but either way, thanks again. Actually, you know what? Let's get into the BF-110C6. You know what? I decided to get into the BF-110C6 because this vehicle is very rare at this point. I don't really think anyone flies it because it's kind of a low BR German aircraft, and it's a cannon-based CAS. A lot of people don't like cannon-based CAS, but man, I love it. Love it so much. Cannon-based CAS is kind of like my thing. Oh, look at that. M10, got him. And this thing has a, 30 millimeter MK101 cannon. It's actually the only vehicle in-game with the 30 millimeter MK101 cannon, believe it or not. So if you didn't get this during Operation Summer 2019, well, you're out of luck. And the cool thing is, this is actually, I think, like the first, this and the BT-7M, I think it is, or F1, whatever it was. These are the 2 first vehicles I ever did reviews on. But that said, again, thank you guys so much. This is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much. Please, of course, consider liking, commenting, subscribing. And we'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.